Environmental Justice, Torres Strait Islands by Harry, Jack and Gus. This is where the Torres Strait Islands are located here.
5 to 10 years. Residents of the island, just over 1 square mile, which lies off the coast of mainland Australia, waded through the floodwaters as quickly as they could, grabbing whatever belongings they could. But the force of the ocean dragged their bags away, houses were destroyed, making 16 people homeless. Floods are common in this part of the world, but they have grown worse. The mayor of Torres Strait Council says the climate change is having a devastating effect on the locals. Communities are being submerged. The Torres Strait Islands are amongst the vulnerable regions to climate change in Australia. Sea levels continue to rise, making tides more destructive, coastal erosion faster, and droughts more severe. Buildings, roads, and even cemeteries have been washed. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people have lived on this continent. However, upwards of 60,000 years, sea levels rising 6 to 7 millimeters in the last decade.
Communities like Colorado. The northern beaches took a massive hit by big surf and a king tide, with locals furious. The beach beyond the 13-metre seawall was washed away. Colorado Beach almost disappeared in 2016 after it was battered by similar conditions, with extensive damage to coastal properties leading to the development of a 13-metre high seawall. This can happen again because it happens to these Torres Strait Islands every day. Why is the Torres Strait flooding happening? Because of rises in sea levels. Sea levels in the region are currently increasing at a rate of between 6 to 8 millimeters per year, and will continue to rise into the future. Changes to the ocean environment. The oceans are becoming warmer, and as carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere increase, so too are the levels of CO2 in the oceans.
HJG floods awareness. Floods can't wait. Take action before it's too late.
We promote awareness on the issue by spreading it around social media. We have a donation goal of $1 million to build floodgates, build new shelters for families that have been impacted by the issue, and provide information on how to prevent the issue from happening again.
Global warming is lapping at the doorstep of Australia's northernmost islands of Saibai and Boigu. As sea levels rise, Torres Strait Islanders Paul Kabai and Pabai Pabai fear for their communities and what it means for their connection to this land.
Maybe one day we'll be underwater. Our worry is we don't want to lose our island, our culture, our identity.
These men are leading a landmark class action against the federal government. They'll argue the Commonwealth has a legal responsibility to prevent the climate crisis.
It's helping my people, my community, in any other ways that we can do to enforce that.
It's a complicated case, it's a big case, but it's worth a shot because its impact is undeniable.
If global temperature rise soars beyond 1.5 degrees, scientists say the Torres Strait Islands will be in grave danger.
If we don't get our emissions down rapidly by mid-century, then it's a pretty horrific future for Torres Strait Islanders with increasing rate of sea level rise.
The case has been filed here at the Federal Court and it's the first of its kind in Australia. It's modelled on successful litigation in the Netherlands, which found the Dutch government had a human rights obligation to cut emissions even further.
What we're saying is that the Commonwealth owes a duty of care to Pabai and Paul and all of Torres Strait Islanders to take reasonable steps to protect them.
The Minister for Energy and Emissions Reduction and the Minister for Indigenous Australians weren't available for comment. While global leaders prepare to meet in Scotland to commit to climate action, Torres Strait Islanders say their plight needs urgent attention.
We'll have nothing. We're not going to survive. if the government not going to help us.
A fight for the survival of future generations. Bridget Brennan,